heck of a night.
Did I? Had to work, sorry.
Sent your wife out there. I saw that.
Yeah, they did.
They showed some phenomenal footage of you that elicited quite the reaction from the fans.
Interesting.
What was really going through your mind when Mike was, you guys were trying to get that catch for him? And
I think it was 4 letters. I think.
yeah.
You probably get that on a daily basis if you ask the right question.
More swearing on the podium, that's what we need.
My mother taught me better than that.
Todd, from an injury standpoint, we saw Benjamin Morrison back out there for the first time in a long time. How much does he have to show you to be able to dress on Sunday?
Well, he moved around. Again, he was limited. He did some things. He didn't do everything. He's got to get into practice. He missed quite a few installs as far as the game plan is concerned, so we'll see how he progresses through the week.
I apologize if this was already put out on social media. I was in a doctor's appointment, but the team captains, I know you guys did the vote on Monday.
Right. Same as last year. It's Winfield, Vita, Levante on defense, and it's Baker, Tristan, and Mike on offense.
Todd Luke Goedeke, you signed an extension that kind of ties up your 2 tackles here together for a while. What can you say about Luke, who started at guard and has now kind of solidified himself over there? And what does it mean to have those anchors on the outside for you for years to come?
The way he works, when he got here, we tried him at guard, but he played tackle in college, so we put him back out where he was comfortable, and he just comes in and puts in. He brings a lunch pail every day. He puts in the work. Him and Tristan work out all off season together and have 2 important positions locked down like that on offense. Says a lot about Luke's work ethic, says a lot about the organization wanting to commit to him, says a lot about the team. So you can't help but be happy for a guy like that. Luke's not an extravagant guy. He puts in hard work every single day, and for him to be rewarded, that's a nice story.
You got quite a few guys from that 2022 draft class that are up for contracts. Zion McCollum's one of them. What does he need to do this season to land one of those big deals that he's probably looking for?
He just needs to play. We're trying to win games. The money comes with it, and that's part of it. I don't get into people's contracts and money or what they need to do to get paid. You play well, and you have great seasons, you get paid. You can't pay everybody if you got 10, 15 people up at the same time. So, but Zion's one of our key players. He's very important to us, and he does a heck of a job day in and day out. He just needs to keep working. He'll be okay.
What are your primary concerns, Todd, about facing the Falcons this week?
None at this time, just making sure we're ready first. We got to make sure we're prepared to play and not worry about so much what they do as opposed to what we do. If we can execute and we can prepare the way we can prepare and they execute the same way, we'll be okay, But they got a lot of talent, and that's going to be every week. We understand that. We feel like we got a lot of talent as well. So, we got to prepare the right way, and we got to go in with the right mindset. We just got to play a solid game and not make mental mistakes.
The fact that they swept you last year, how motivating is that for the players?
I'm motivated without losing street ball. So a team beating me is also motivation, but try to win at everything we do. That's what competitiveness is. We try to win at everything we do and be the best at what we can do. Last year doesn't factor into this year, wins or losses. We're not going to take the wins that we won last year and bring them this year. We're not going to take the losses either.
How much can you learn from those 2 games last year going into this season with a different quarterback for Atlanta?
You don't learn much. You lost. We lost both of them. So we're not going to go recap the season from last year and say this is what we didn't do, this is what we did do. We got a different team. It's a different mindset. It's the start of the season. It's one ball game. It's going to give us a leg up in the division. It's not going to win the Super Bowl, which is what we want to get to. It'll be off. It's great to get off to a good start. That's all it brings to us.
How difficult is to game plan for a quarterback that you don't have a ton of film on? There's some tape out there, 3 games, but there's not like a full season's worth of evaluation to see what he would do in certain situational moments and stuff like that. How difficult is it to prepare for that?
No more different than them preparing for a new OC calling it. It's about the same. You prepare for the scheme as opposed to the quarterback. He has certain things he likes, I'm sure, and they have certain things they like to run for him. We just got to play fundamentally sound football. The first 3 weeks are going to be like that, and everybody's going to have new wrinkles. Nobody's going to be settled in yet. So for us to play fast and play sound, we just got to execute.
Coach, have you developed any kind of plan or approach for managing getting Mike Evans the record, versus letting it get down to like it did last year?
He's probably 1,000 yards away from that right now. So no, we have not developed a plan to get him 1,000 yards at the start of the season. We plan on getting him the ball. He's one of our key playmakers. Obviously, he's ideal for what we do, and he's a key playmaker here. He's a great player, and we know that. But we got to play football and try to win games as well, and he's a big part of that, no doubt about it. But when he gets to 999, we'll make a plan for him.
You said this offseason that you had kind of come to an epiphany on some things. I'm not asking you to reveal it, but just how eager are you to kind of test that out there in the regular season?
I don't know if the epiphany was so much just a word as opposed to us completely changing and doing things. There was some tweaks that maybe the word was the wrong choice of wording at the time, but it's not a hocus pocus act that I'm looking for to see change. I'm just looking for those guys to play together and play fast.
Last year, I think they averaged 33 against you guys, and I know you made those tweaks. How excited are you to see Hassan out there executing his more aggressive secondary, all that, against a quarterback that's inexperienced?
No, he's not inexperienced. I mean, he can play. We know he can play, and I'm just excited to see how the defense comes together. The first game brings a lot of the unknown for us as well as them, so we just got to play together. They got to talk to each other. They got to have mental toughness. We're going into a hostile environment. It's a great place to play. It's a great place to open the season to play football. We're just excited to play.
Brought in Viceline this offseason to help you with game management, some of that stuff as well. What did you like from the first 3 preseason games, and what do you expect his role to be going into on Sunday?
It'll continue. I mean, he's a wealth of information and a wealth of knowledge. Zach has been great. It's really benefited us in the preseason. We hope to carry that on to the regular season as well.
Which ways did it benefit you guys?
Just situationally, understanding clock management, not just clock management of whether it's running, throwing, timeouts, not timeouts, letting it click, going through the different scenarios full time where you have some of the scenarios and he has all the scenarios. So it's a little different, and he brings a great element to us and helps us out a great deal.
What do you think Josh Grizzard is going to be feeling when the moment comes and it's real for him, and can you reflect back on your first game calling plays?
Josh, he's excited already. This is great for him, and he should be excited. It's his first game, not preseason calling the game, and he's up for the task. I have every confidence in him, and me calling my first game was probably a little bit scary because that's a long story to go into, but it was I took over mid-season, so that was kind of tough, and I took over on a Wednesday and there was a game on Sunday, so that was a little different. But it's exciting. It's exciting as a coach. You feel like a player, and you try not to let the butterflies show, but I'm sure he's going to be very excited to call it.
Todd, would it be fair to say that Josh might be a better play caller after he has a few games under his belt, like later in the season?
Yeah, that comes with experience. That's natural. You're gonna learn some things, what to do and what not to do as you go. It's up to you to correct them very fast.
How much of an impact has Doug Williams had on your career?
Doug is to blame for me even getting into coaching. So he's had quite of an impact on my career. We were scouts together back on the East Coast, him in Jacksonville, me in Green Bay, and he got his first job, and he messed up and made me the coordinator, having never coached before, and I didn't think I could do it, but he thought I could do it, and here we are years later, 27, 28 years later, and I'm still coaching because of him, and I can't do nothing but thank him. He's been one of my best friends, mentor, like an older brother for me, and I can't say enough good things about him.
Micah figured to play anyway, right? A big role on this team because of who he is and everything else. But as he steps up to wide receiver 2, what are some of the differences or expectations, or what more is on his plate than it would have been?
I don't think any more is on his plate because he wants a lot on his plate. The way he came in and prepared and studied, and the physical shape he came in, he was expecting to be that guy, and now that he's expecting to be that guy and we have him as that guy, Grizz is out, it kind of fits right in everything, his plan and our plan.
They showed quite the defensive highlight reel from the Super Bowl as well last night, so it wasn't just a montage of you dropping some F-bombs or things like that.
Thank you, Jetta.
It was very nice, very nicely put together.
Todd, with Parrish coming on and Dennis being a full-timer this year, How encouraged are you about maybe upgrading the speed on this defense and allow you to do some different things in that regard?
Very encouraged about the speed, but more encouraged about the awareness that the two bring. They're great communicators. They don't make the same mistakes twice, and they can really get to the ball. They can get from sideline to sideline pretty good, so I'm very happy about that.
I don't think we can top last year, but how are you feeling going into week 1?
I'm excited.